Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, we've just got 2 jobs left to do on the Defender 90 before it goes for sale. Well folks, it's a big day today because we have brand new number plates on the D90 and I'm going to be taking it out for a quick shakedown drive. So this is genuinely the first time I've driven it outside of the industrial estate since all the work's been done. I'm really confident with everything I've done. The only issue or little thing in my mind that I'm not super confident about are those links, the connections on the heater matrix when we change that over, because they just seemed a little bit loose. Now we've had the vehicle up to temperature when we had the air conditioning done, that seemed all fine, but I'm not convinced until I've got it driving under pressure that's going to be all good, but I'm hoping it will be. So I'm going to jump in it now. It has been raining, so it's going to get wet, which is rubbish. But yeah, just going to give it a go now and then come back to you. So yesterday, the test drive on the Defender was brilliant. No problems at all. It's lovely and smooth to drive. Did have one little issue which I'm going to attempt to address today, and that is the throttle was holding revs, if you like, when I was actually coming off it. Now, it's a common fault that can either be attributed to the switch on the master cylinder for the clutch, but it was actually happening when I was actually lifting off, so not necessarily when I was actually dropping the clutch. So we think it is the fly-by-wire connection on the throttle itself. It's a common failure on these Pumas, so it's a possibility we might need to do that. But what I'm going to do first, strip it apart, give it a good clean with some contact cleaner, see if that helps. If it does, brilliant. If it doesn't, we'll go through the process of fitting a new one. The other thing I need to do is the final part to go on the Defender is this beautiful expansion tank. Now this is really special mostly because it is ceramic coated, so it's not powder coated. It's really resilient. It obviously stops heat. There's so many benefits, but as far as I'm concerned, it just looks amazing. It's such a shame it's going to be buried under the bonnet, but you know it's there. And the thing I really like about it as well, it's got a sight glass. So I couldn't tell you how much water I've got in that expansion tank at the moment because it's completely, you know, brittle and discoloured and you can't see through it. So this is a good upgrade. It's a really simple job to do, so I've got to just remove 2 pipes off there. I'm going to use my clamps, get those removed, and you can see the fitment of it is super simple as well. So it just literally hooks over a tab on the bulkhead on the firewall, and then you've got 1 bolt that tightens into that bracket. So it is hopefully going to be an easy job. And luckily I do need to add some coolant. So since I did the whole flush and put a new radiator in there, the coolant's dropped, air pockets have sort of disappeared. So it is quite low in that bottle, which helps me because it's going to make a mess. But it just means we can then top it up to the correct level. The bolt we need to do is a 10mm, and it's literally right down the bottom of the stalk at the bottom of the expansion tank. You don't want to remove it completely, you just want to loosen it so that the whole thing will slide out. But just need to remove this pipe from there. Okay, and then we'll get a clamp on that. How are you finding that, Stephen? Work?
Yep.
Great. So that one's clamped. We've got the top one. Do we need to clamp that?
No, I'll just keep hold that and then pull it.
Do you want to give that a pull? I don't think anything will come out. There you go. Go above that pipe.
Oh, on the bottom there.
Is it an 8 or a 10? Yep.
Yeah.
So not too many turns, because literally it should just be okay. So we've got a little clamp now. Do you find that you have to wriggle it down over the pinch point?
Yeah.
Rather than sort of, yeah. Brilliant. Look at that. Do you know what? Actually, if you free off the unit from the bulkhead, it might be a bit easier to get to that pipe then. So it just lifts up and out. And give the whole unit a twist. How loose is it? Not very. Not sure if I actually have had that off yet. So you could put a little screwdriver or something down there just to fit it off. It looks like it's coming. It's going to make a mess. Because you've got anything in it. Oh yeah, a little bit. So you can just see, I'll put an arrow on the screen. You just clip it over that. There's a few cables and things that need to be out of the way.
Up at the top.
Well, there's a few on the bulkhead, but I think you're all right. Are you located? That looks like it's located nicely. Yes, down a bit. on. Okay, so it was in position, but it really has to be pushed down onto that lip, and you can see now it is solid. It was a bit wobbly before. Oh. Okay, that's better. So we've still got a little bit of a wobble, but that is solid. And that's it. Great. So we've still got it clamped, and the reason for that is we don't want it to suck a load of air into the system. Is that sight glass going to fill? Yeah. Well, there's a little dribble. There we go.
There we go.
Keep
Halfway.
going, keep going, a bit more. Bit more. There, I reckon. So yeah, it didn't need much. Right, so before we put that back, what we'll do is we'll just take the clamp off, and it's going to drop a little bit. But not much. Yeah, okay, perfect. Thanks, Steve. That is just so much better than the old one. Look at that, it's so obvious now what my level is. And it just, I don't know, with all the Allisport stuff in here, it looks perfect. Really pleased with that. With that all done, I'm going to clean up the connection on the throttle pedal, make sure that's all clean, get some contact cleaner on there. I'll take it for a run, get it up to temperature, try both that and the expansion tank, make sure it's all good, and then I'll come back to you. Let's get the bonnet back on. All right, got it? Yep. There we go. So this is our potentiometer. These should be captives. That's just spinning. Right, I've located the nuts so you can just see them in there. Now I'm lucky because we don't have the traditional inner plastic wheel arch trim, so we can actually see these. So there's one there and that's the other one there, and they're free spinning. So I'll get a 13 on those and then Joe can spin them off for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Brilliant, mate, thank you.
All right.
So this should now be wobbly. There we go. We can get our housing off. That can do with a little clean. And there we've got our. I'll use the proper now. I think it's a potentiometer, but I'll tell you what it is when we find out. So I'm just going to unclip that. I mean, to be fair, that looks perfect. So I think this is the unit that's failed. Right. Okay, so we have got our replacement potentiometer thing. Can't remember what it's called again now, but anyway, this is the old one which we looked at before. This is our new one now. It's only available as a genuine Land Rover part, so it's not cheap, I should say. But if it solves our problem, it is an easy fix. Now, luckily, I do have the right tools with me to fit that part. But if I didn't, if I was stuck in the middle of nowhere and I'd actually placed an order at lrparts.net, I would have received a free unique spanner. Now, we developed this just as a little free gift really for all of our customers who order on the website. And what it is, it's actually a 10mm and a 13mm. And after 20 years of working on Land Rovers, I know a 10 and a 13 are the most valuable spanners that you're ever going to have in your toolbox. Well, you get one for free now, so it's a pretty cool little thing. We've got an open end 13, we've got a ring spanner on a 10, so you can actually put it on your key ring if you like. Always have it on you, but it is a useful bit of kit. So remember, you get one of these completely free every time you order at lrparts.net. Right, let's get this part fitted. Okay, so we've got our new unit installed now. Put the cover back on. That doesn't come with the kit, so you have to use your old one. Use the old bolts. We'll give it a little drive now and see if that's improved things a little bit. I'm really hoping this is going to solve our problem. Woo, because it's the only thing that's bugging me. I'll tell a lie, there is another little problem we've got, and that is the handbrake light is staying on. I think it's the switch. So we're going to have a look at that as well. And I've got two A-pillar trims to fit But apart from that, she's done. So let's see, we'll do a little drive around the estate just to see if that's cured the problem. I don't want to lose my camera out of the window, that's the only thing. So let's shut the window. Still doing it. That's not helped at all. What a shame. So, I don't know if you can hear it. It's just, oh, is that the clutch though? Hang on, let's try it without the clutch. I let my foot off the throttle ages ago. So if I go on the throttle now, off, you can see it holds, and that is what we don't want. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. I honestly thought that would solve the problem because it's a known fault on these Pumas and it would make perfect sense, but clearly not. Well guys, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to fix that problem in this episode. I was really hoping that was going to do the trick. I'm going to do a bit more diagnosis and find out if there's a switch or something that's not sort of talking to something. Play around with a few ideas, but this has got to go to the body shop today to be polished, so I can't keep it any longer, so I'm going to take it down there. Next week I'm going to try and put a full video together of the complete breakdown of costs, what this has cost us to build, and then I'll show you the link where it's up for sale and you can just have a little look if you're interested in all the parts that we fitted, well, how much they cost and what the actual value of this is going to be. The next video next week is going to be the one to check out. So thanks very much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click the link to subscribe if you haven't. I think we may have hit 40,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for that, and I'll catch you on the next one.